Hello friends, a very good afternoon to you all. Welcome to Art Space Mysore, and my name is Sandhya. In this session I am going to teach you all texture painting and with using acrylic colors and clay, and for this I have taken this old tin box which I had with me. It's a chocolate box. If you can see, it's a very old one, and you can see the transformation of this box once it is completely done. So for this I am going to use craft glue. The materials which are required is any craft glue from any company, and I am going to use some chalk powder which I have already mixed with Fevicol, and I am going to add a bit of acrylic acrylic white paint mixed with white glue, that is Fevicol MR and chalk powder, and I am going to texture the tin box. Before we start, I also want to show you the other things which we require. We require a few brushes, flat brush and round brushes. Then some objects like this to stick on. Probably I will use this net. Generally you find fruits wrapped in these kind of net. So you can make use of this to create a nice texture on this. And probably some flowers, cut flowers, paper flowers like this, some dried flowers like this. So whatever I have, I will try and see whatever I have, and I am going to stick on it and create texture and finally paint to give it a new look. And you can use it as a multi-purpose box for your jewelry, for keeping anything, maybe your needle and thread and shells and decorative mirrors. If you are an artist, you will be having all these things, so you can keep it as a container. So should we start? Okay, so here I am. The first and the foremost step, I am going to paint this. I am going to directly apply glue onto the tin. Viewers, this is a craft glue. This is a craft glue. It is available in the market, in any stationery shop, or wherever you get all the painting materials, you can ask for craft glue. So I am directly applying it on the surface of the tin. Try and find out if you have these kind of tin boxes, plastic boxes at home. I'm sure every family would be having it. So just don't throw it away. You can recycle and make use of all your old articles which are lying just like that at home. And that's what I do. I try and collect bottles. I try and collect these kind of tin boxes, plastic boxes, bottles, so many things. Even these kind of net doesn't go waste. Wires, ropes, strings, buttons, keys, chains. There are so many things which you can make use of, and you can create a beautiful mixed media art like this. This is called as mixed media because we are using a lot of things. I completed the lid. I am taking the main container now, the main box, and I am going to apply glue. Okay viewers, as you can see, I have applied craft glue onto the surface of this is the craft glue, onto the surface of the tin box, on the box as well as on the lid. And why do we have to apply any kind of glue, craft glue on this? That is because the surface of the tin is so smooth that when we try to do the texture on it, it doesn't stay, it will come out. So we have to create a rough surface, and that is the reason why we apply glue first, so that the surface becomes rough and then easy for us to work on it. Okay, let it dry. Let it dry. It has to dry for some time. In the meanwhile, I am going to make my gesso. So for gesso, what I have done is, I have taken chalk powder and I have already added Fevicol to it, and now I am going to use white acrylic paints. White acrylic paint I am going to pour into the mixture. Can you see, viewers? Chalk powder is also easily available. Sometimes you find it in stationery shops or where you get all the art and craft materials, or you can even find in hardware shops. But if you require a good quality chalk powder, or say POP or marble powder for the use of craft, then you will have to go to a good shop where they give sieved and clean products, so that you don't have to come and sieve again. You can directly use it. So here I have created this gesso in front of you using chalk powder, Fevicol and white acrylic paint. You can see the white color now. So this I am going to use on the tin to create a texture. Okay viewers, now this has fairly dried up, the glue which we had applied. So now I am going to apply the gesso which I have made in front of you now. Okay, so here you can see I have applied the gesso, and now what I am going to do is, this net which I have, I am going to just put the net on this to create a texture like this. And just try and stick it with hand. So if we wait for some time, let it dry, and once I pull it out, you can see the texture which comes out. I have stuck the net all over on all the sides, as you can see. And we need to wait for it to dry. And once it dries, we will just pull out the net, and now we can just give another coat over it, over the net. Hello everyone, welcome back viewers. So as you can see, the gesso which I had applied is now completely dry and the beautiful texture is formed on this. See, I have not yet removed the net. On a second thought, I thought I will have the net as a texture. I'm not going to remove the net. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paint over this and take out all the extra net which is there. I'm just cutting it out. I will cut out all the extra net which is there, all this neatly. I have cut the extra net and the beautiful texture is formed all over the old tin box. The next step is to apply the craft glue which we initially applied. I'm going to apply it again over it so that all the gesso which we had applied on the tin box remains and it doesn't come out easily. Can you see? Now the texture is more visible. I'm applying craft glue again over it so that the texture is firmly stuck on the tin. So now I'm cleaning all the gesso which is stuck here. Otherwise it becomes a little difficult for the lid to close because of the extra layer. So now all the glue has dried up completely and all the extra gesso has been removed and cleaned. So now I am going to paint on this. So for this what I have taken is a black paint, Fevicryl acrylic colors. I have taken a black color. I am going to apply on it now with the help of a sponge like this, with the help of a sponge. When you do, there is a possibility that this kind of area is not colored properly. So in that case, just make sure that all the areas are completely covered with the color. And by using sponge, we are able to do the work much quicker also. As you can see, I have colored with black completely. And now I am going to take a little bit of orange color mixed with black and going to apply on it, just to give a contrasting color. I have taken antique gold, acrylic antique gold, and I am going to apply it over the black now. Just simply dabbing it like this. Viewers, you can see the completed version of this tin box, an old tin box which we created into a beautiful jewelry box. So what I am going to do is I am going to add on all these things over this, some motifs like this to make it look all the more prettier. So with the help of some glue, I am going to stick these things, these flowers which we have already made and kept. So it's very simple. You can make these flowers by using sponge sheets or even colored paper. If nothing, you can use those craft papers, colorful craft papers, and just stick on it like this. And you may use pink color, silver color, and paint the flowers if you are using a plain paper. Otherwise, if you are using a colored paper, then the color is already there on that. This way I have stuck all the 3 flowers. Like this, and I have cut a sponge sheet, and inside I have stuck this sponge sheet inside the tin box to make it look more neater. And now I can show you what you could do is just keep this jewelry is also made by us here in Art Space Mysore, and you can just keep anything. In fact, you can stack many more things also. You can keep your jewelry and use it as a jewelry box. So thank you everybody for joining me for making this beautiful jewelry box. Hope you all liked it. Visit our Facebook and Instagram page, and do like our page, and share it with your friends, and have a great day. Cheers.